And welcome to another episode of Christian Capitalism by Todd's Help. I'm Todd Veillon, author of Money Help. Today we're going to talk about how a recession can lead to depression. And at least at this point, we're talking about a mental depression. Let's hope. What is a recession? Well, it's at least 2 quarters of declining GDP. And that's where we are. The government hasn't figured it out yet, but the rest of us know we're in a depression in the United States of America today. So what can we do to prevent ourselves from going into a depression, mentally speaking? And I've heard a lot of self-made millionaires and posts and blogs lately about things you should do. I've seen anywhere from 18 things you should do in a recession to 5, 6, 7, and 8. Today, I'm going to talk about 4 things. Too many is too much. So let's start with the 4. There may be more, but let's start with the 4. The first thing that I'd recommend is that you build a savings account of 12 to 24 months of savings. Not just 3 to 6 months like most of the so-called financial planners would tell you. Now, ironically, the things I'm telling you today are things that I always believe. They're not just for today. I do believe that most people don't have enough savings. And there's a reason for that, because quite honestly, people that make money on your money do not make money when it's in savings. Just remember that. All the successful people I've worked with for years have a lot of liquid money in one way or another. The second thing is that you should minimize the high interest consumer debt. Again, that's always a good thing to do, but you should look at your credit cards, your consumer things like vehicles and things that are depreciating items that you owe money on that's generally higher interest. And you should try to find a way to get rid of that as fast as possible. Now, the third one relates back to number 2. Let me explain. You should prepare to borrow. You should put yourself in a position going into this depression where you have access to line of credit or pre-established, hopefully before you lost your job, right? That's the key. Make sure that you stay liquid, renew some credit accounts when they come up, and so forth. Number 4, look at the possibility of refinancing your house. Now, yes, the interest rates have eased up, but they're still historically low. If you look at, I can go back years and years ago when people were refinancing at 8%, and they were so happy to have those rates. So if it makes sense today to refinance your debt, take charge of that. Use some of the equity to pay off some of the higher consumer debt. Put yourself in a position where if you lose your job and there's a deeper downturn than what we're already feeling, that you have enough liquidity and access to lines of credit to get through a couple of years, not just 3 to 6 months, because that just simply won't cut it. These things are things that our teams have always told people. And most financial advisors don't recommend these things, but we do, because we've lived it, we've done it, we've used it in our own family. So I urge you to work with a team like ours. Work with a team that gets what it takes to get through a recession and even a depression, if that's the case. Be prepared. Always remember to never forget, because this is all about motivation and money, okay? Be motivated and partner with God. Bring Him into your decisions. Pray first about anything you decide you want to do, and then get with a good team and bounce it off. Because again, there's not a whole lot of successful hermits. We need each other. That's what it takes. So I'll leave you with this. Before I leave you with this, let me tell you, go to help@capitalplanningteam.com. Reach out, and you'll get a copy of my book. If you want to buy it on Amazon, you can, or you get it free from us. It's Todd's Help. Holistic economic life planning, just practical faith, finance, and motivation. Now I'll leave you with this. Phil 4:13, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. God bless you.